So I'm wiping my ass, and I look down at the paper like you tend to do to make sure you're doing a good job, and it's all red. And I'm thinking, well, what, am I bleeding out of my asshole? So I do the natural thing. I go up and I lick the paper to see if it tastes like blood, but it just tastes like raspberry jam. I think the raspberry jam I ate this morning for breakfast went straight through my body and went straight out of my asshole. I don't know.
I don't think that's
Impossible.
possible. Yeah.
You say you were reading a red rag? What was that, the Wall Street Journal?
Yep. Welcome to the Media Res podcast, where we don't do intros anymore. Reactor, what's your number one story of the day?
Oh, you just want to get it right into the news?
That's what Rusty said last episode when I wasn't here.
Okay, well...
well, I mean, we don't have to get right into it. I mean, Mumkey, it's glad to have you.
Yeah.
It's good to have you back on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Are you guys worried about my bathroom issues, though? Because, you probably shouldn't be wiping up red, right?
Well, it depends. Did you actually eat cranberry?
Remember that time you accidentally put jelly on your underwear?
Oh, yeah, that was probably it. Yeah, that's why there was lube on my sandwich this morning. I mixed them up.
You ever eat beets?
No, I hate beets.
Okay, well, here's the thing about beets is beets stains everything in your body, and I forget every single time I eat it. So, like, I'll eat some beets, and then I go take a piss, and it's coming out red.
Really?
Kind of red, Yeah, and if you shit, it like dyes your shit and kind of dyes your piss.
Flaming Hots do that.
Yeah, I imagine they do.
Except it burns.
Probably for terrible reasons, too. That cannot be natural dyes.
They released a Flaming Hot Cheeto that it was like XXX, like the super, super hot one. Man, like I could eat them, but my body rejected it. It was so painful.
I remember I tried them and I was like, I don't really like these. The other ones aren't hot, but the extra hot ones were like, I don't know.
It seemed like a torture device just to make your insides hurt.
Like it's pure capsaicin, not worried about flavor at all.
All the flavor of regular Flaming Hots, but 10 times the burning.
Shit.
Yeah. You got to try these, Rusty. Maybe on Wheel of Punishment 3, we'll get you a bag.
Oh, I'm gonna eat some Flaming Hot Cheetos.
You're being sarcastic now, but I bet you won't finish the bag, fucker.
For Wheel of Punishment, you should find one of the largest Cheetos in the bag and put it up your ass. That would be a good one.
Or just put 3 of them up there.
Okay. Flaming Hot suppositories.
I mean, they would fit. My asshole's pretty loose.
Yeah, Cheetos are kind of tiny. But even if you couldn't fit one of the bigger ones, you can get one of the little ones in, or maybe more of them.
No. Hold on. This is an argument. Cheetos are the little ones. Cheetos are not Cheeto Puffs. Cheeto Puffs are the separate product. Those are the fucking big fluffy ones. Those are not real Cheetos.
The big fluffy ones aren't?
No, those are Cheeto Puffs. Cheetos
are the regular curls, like the little
I feel like
bird bones.
People forgot about that over the years, the decades.
I like the cheese puffs, but I don't like the Flaming Hot puffs. I don't know why. I just never really thought about them as I don't know, but I eat regular Flaming Hots all the time, and it's really bad.
Well, listen, I thought I had. Oh wait, shit! I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to bring this up anymore. Our last episode got limited ads, and
You're not going to talk about China, are you?
No, I was going to talk about the old COVID.
COVID-19?
Yeah, COVID. There you go. I forgot how to pronounce it. I thought that I had COVID because my roommate TrashRat, actually the main host and owner of this podcast. Goddamn.
Right.
His coworker got COVID and tested positive, and I'd actually spoken to this person in person during the time that they would have had it. And so I was like, oh fuck. So he's working from home, and I'm like, shit, man, I just got COVID. And the thing was, about a week before, I went out to my father's mother-in-law's 100th birthday party. So a prime target for absolute death. Anyways, I went to the doctor, and they stuck a swab up my nose, and just got my results back today, and I'm clear, COVID-free. So now this non-existent, virus doesn't affect me at all.
No, I mean it exists, but the thing is,
in gay world,
coronavirus is literally the common cold virus, or it's one of the common cold viruses. Rhinovirus is more common, but coronavirus is well known as the common cold. in 2003, like there was SARS-CoV.
Can we talk about Flamin' Hot Cheetos instead, man? I don't want to hear this
No,
again.
I want to talk about the vaccine because it's crazy. It's not even a normal vaccine. You guys know everything about it or what?
Yeah, there's like a Bill Gates microchip in it. I know.
No. I mean, it's a messenger RNA.
No, I'm being dead serious, dude. Why aren't you taking my conspiracy theory seriously?
I seriously don't doubt that Bill Gates has nanotechnology. Like why?
Yeah, and he's putting it in the vaccine. I read this on Breitbart.
No, I mean, it's possible, but I don't know.
It's true.
I doubt that the like Trump's fight. Like I doubt Pfizer because Moderna is Bill Gates' vaccine company, but Pfizer isn't. So how would they? If there's multiple vaccines coming out, but it is weird. They did have this vaccine already in January.
Maybe. I mean, weren't they still testing it? I don't know.
I guess it wasn't. Or I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, but I mean, it was.
What did they do? They had the vaccine in Wuhan.
The vaccine existed already. I don't know exactly the depths of the story, but I read an article saying that they already.
Well, we can speculate on the
They made
truth.
the vaccine within in a weekend. They already knew how to make it or some shit, and they just had to test it now. But it's not a normal vaccine. It's basically like it's crazy. I really want to play with this technology because it's RNA, which is like DNA, but it's only one. It's like a single
one of
helix.
the ladders. Yeah.
Yeah. So it modifies like the RNA goes into your cells and makes your cells create proteins.
Okay.
And proteins, I mean, there's all kinds of proteins you could make. Like I don't know. I haven't actually looked into the extent of it, but I'm sure there's some part of science where an animal's like camouflage, like maybe chameleons create a protein to change their color, So stuff like that, like you could maybe mess with stuff like that. You could probably, if you can inject RNA into your body to change the way your DNA works, you maybe like there's all kinds of crazy shit you could do.
I mean, isn't that like the genetic modification that everyone's been talking about? I think we talked about it even on the last podcast that. The world kind of said, "Hey guys, do not do this. Don't modify genes because it's
it's a terrible idea." So in the past, they've tested this technology type of vaccine on animals, and it makes them create these antibodies that look great and can fight viruses. Except when the virus actually is introduced into their body, it's almost like an allergic reaction or an overreaction, and they die. The vaccine amplifies the virus in some people, which is weird. But since we're talking about the vaccine, you want to talk about this the Australian vaccine?
Can we first? Can you guys red pill me on what a vaccine even is? Because all I remember from being a kid was a vaccine is that they'll give you chicken pox on purpose so that your body can defeat it.
So like vaccines were invented from when smallpox was popular and everything, going around knowing people were dying. Someone noticed that one of the milkmaids was immune, and they were like, "Why are you immune?" And the milkmaid was like, "Because I had cowpox when I was younger," and they're similar viruses, so she had antibodies. Yeah, so she had antibodies that could defeat smallpox also because of cowpox, because it's the same virus, just a different version, and it's like more deadly. So same with like the common cold. If you got a coronavirus common cold, you're going to have antibodies for a coronavirus. You're going to have immunity to even the most deadly coronavirus because you have, I mean, depending on how similar it is, and they're all similar, the same virus, sort of, So you're going to have these antibodies just like smallpox, cowpox. I don't know. That's just kind of my point.
I always get worried talking about stuff like this. It's like, because no matter how much you do know, you're always not going to know enough, and someone's going to be like, "You're a fucking idiot."
No, I know everything.
Or like,
well, to be fair, people will say that even when they don't know what they're talking about. You can't take the comment section seriously on anything, because I would go as far as to say everybody commenting that we're wrong are probably dumber than all three of us.
If they're listening to the show for any sort of insider entertainment, then absolutely they are.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, so traditionally the virus is like they smash up the virus and kill it so that the DNA is there and the antibodies recognize the virus and can form or figure out how to defeat the virus without the virus being actively fighting your body. But with this is totally different. It's They're injecting RNA that modifies the way your cells act. That is fucking retarded, especially because it's a new technology that they fast-tracked without testing. It's like, if we use 2 years to test these regular vaccines that we've had for 50 years, and then we invent a new type of vaccine, and we say, oh, but it's an emergency, we can't test it. Like, yeah, why would I let you give that to me?
Well, I mean, if Trump
Moderna?
is saying that he supports this and that Trump's behind this, why would you not trust it?
Is this Moderna or
what's the
Pfizer or both of
point?
them?
I mean, they're all mRNA vaccines. Like, yeah, because they've never been able to invent a coronavirus vaccine. So this is a new technology to try figuring out how to create this vaccine. But I mean, at the same time, why would you even need the vaccine? It only kills old people and people with liver and kidney failure. Like, the fuck?
Reactor, are
How
you
did these
going
people
to get
survive
the
the
vaccine?
flu season every year before this?
Are you going to get the vaccine, Reactor?
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
Nobody needs
Well,
it.
also, like, even when you could get the vaccine, I mean, that's going to be so many months away. I would imagine
That's going to be
for,
this
like-
summer.
I think that you're going to be forced to take it.
Hey, you know also.
No, they can't force you to take
Yeah,
it,
they
but
can't. They're
I
gonna
think
try.
it'll be.
Why can't they
I
force
mean-
you? They're going to get rid of the Constitution if Trump loses. They're going to add
Yeah.
26
Sure,
Supreme
that's
Court
the
justices
first
so that
thing
we
they're
have
going to do is
35.
delete the Constitution.
No. They're planning to add 26 Supreme Court justices to give us 35. But keep in mind, that's also going to mean that it's going to be 5 conservatives versus like 28 Chinese judges.
No, because the Senate and the House have to accept every single judge, so
Oh,
all the
man.
Republicans can just say fuck no.
If we have Senate majority.
Well, and the Republicans are also on the Chinese payroll.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
they have
yeah,
House
too.
majority,
I
so
mean, look at Trump.
that's already taken care of.
Yeah.
Listen, Mumkey, since you've been gone, Reactor's been red pilling me pretty hardcore.
yeah.
So,
No, I listened to the episode. I know all about it. Unlike you, Rusty, I listen to the episodes I'm not on.
well, listen, I hate to say that I tried to listen to the one that you guys did, but unlistenable.
Hey, I didn't think you were going to listen to it, so I just want to say, like, I was just joking about the stuff I said about you.
Okay, I didn't actually listen to it. I got about 20 minutes in, and I figured it was a good episode.
Yeah, I was listening to it. I like listening to my own voice. You guys get annoying, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Always disagreeing with me and shit. The fuck?
So you wanted to talk about some
no.
new vaccine that
Oh, yeah,
has
oh, yeah,
HIV
yeah.
in it?
Yeah, get into that. So, this is from Daily Mail. When did this come out? It came out on
Oh, the Daily Mail.
yesterday. It came out. So apparently, Australia has been putting HIV in their vaccines. So they canceled the. I mean, they weren't really putting HIV in there, but it's causing people to test positive for HIV. So I mean, whatever you want to say that is.
Wait,
I mean, it's just Australian people. They're pretty much like the test subjects of the world.
I saw something that said their Australia is Texas of Britain or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Why Texas? It'd be Florida.
Well, because it's like all outback, and they have a slightly different accent, right? Sort of like Texans. Kind of makes sense. But about this vaccine. So the University of Queensland has abruptly ended its trials for coronavirus vaccine. The Australian government had secured $1 billion deal for 51 million doses. Deal was scrapped after participants returned false positive HIV test results. Government has urgently secured doses of other vaccines and fears vaccine mishap would undermine confidence in immunization rollout. But the thing, like, I can't figure out is they're saying it was a false positive, but
yeah.
how
So if it's a false positive, then they don't have AIDS.
But they don't clarify how it was a false positive. If you test positive for AIDS or for HIV, you know, how do you say that's a false positive?
Right. Well, I mean, I guess that's the fine reporters at the Daily Mail. But I mean,
It's like,
Yeah, we probably shouldn't bring in Daily Mail stories, guys. Everything they put is fucking fake.
no, it's not.
everything.
What? No, it's not.
The Daily Mail, dude, you really need to look up some more newsworthy sources.
no,
the
there-
Daily Mail should not be your standard.
There are other sources, but this was the first one that came out. That's why I'm going with this one.
Well, find one that's a
True.
little more newsworthy.
Okay, well, here's the New York Times.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a lot better than the Daily Mail.
And it, well, hey, this one says $750 million plan. Fake news. Is it 1 billion or 750 million? But it's the same similar shit.
speaking of the Daily Mail, isn't that Rupert Murdoch owned company.
I thought it was the British Post Office.
Yeah, a pathetic tabloid that puts out bullshit to get as many clicks as possible.
Yeah, but so I guess going like what the fuck's going on with Ghislaine Maxwell? Did she just disappear off the earth, or is there like some sort of advancements in her story of, I don't know, like getting all the names on this list?
I mean, who knows if it was connected, but there have been a ton of human trafficking raids all over the country.
In America?
Yeah. There was just recently one, too.
Rusty's starting to sweat.
No, you know I have an affinity for juicy stories about human trafficking.
Ooh, tell me more. No, but, I mean, yeah, who knows if it's connected, but, I mean, like, yeah, I've been reading lots of stories, like, big rings being busted up in different states.
Wow, that's
good.
It's fucking terrifying. There was this, like, these cargo containers that were in this empty lot that was next to my old house, and I'd walk,
I remember that.
Through there, to get to the bar, and like every time I'd walk by, I was thinking, what if someone was inside one of these? And also, what if you put like a recorder inside that just had someone like screaming for help?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And then you close the door. Like, how many people what would they do? Would they call the cops or just keep walking?
It's sort of like a well. Do it to a well. It'd be funnier.
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me of, there's a prank I wanted to do where you can buy these little teeny tiny Bluetooth speakers and you could just hide it anywhere you want and start blasting, anything. So I was thinking I could hide this somewhere in a Walmart and just start blasting like the audio of gay porn or really anything. And there's nothing they could do to stop it because they can't find the speaker.
You could put it on the PA system and just like kind of put the speaker on top of the phone on one of those pillars, and then put the phone on top of the speaker, and they'll have to figure out which phone it is.
Yeah, if you could like unscrew like the mouthpiece and then put in the speaker, depending on how small it is.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
We should start a prank channel in 2021.
Do they have speakers that small?
Yeah, I used to have one in my car when my radio broke back in high school.
I mean, that could fit into a receiver of a
not
rotary
that small,
telephone
but
from the 90s.
It fit in the palm of my hand, so it's small enough I could hide it in a Walmart.
Yeah, I don't know.
So AIDS are not then in the vaccines in Australia.
Oh no, they're saying it's a false positive, but they haven't given any evidence of why it's false. But there was another thing. There's also Bell's palsy, which is when half your face becomes paralyzed.
Right. I had my gifted teacher in 6th and 7th grade. He had like temporary Bell's palsy.
I guess it's usually temporary.
Yeah. So did they tell you it was the gifted class to make you feel better, or?
Well, so where I went to school, there's not really a big difference between like gifted and special needs.
What?
And or retarded, which is what it used to be called. But no, they just we were smarter than the dumbest people in our county. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really know much.
There's a gradient of like, you're in Florida, so gifted means this.
Yeah, gifted means like 90 IQ.
Oh yeah, which is average in some places in the world.
Well, a little below average, but yeah.
Well, anyways, I was a lot smarter than them. Anyways, but our teacher, half his face was asleep.
Yeah.
And I remember him just like, it was just all of a sudden, I'm not really sure how Bell's palsy starts, but it's like.
From vaccines?
It's like, well, I don't think he got vaccinated for anything, but like, aren't there other causes for it? Because he just came into school one day and half his face was asleep and he had to like wipe his eyeball wipe dribble off the side of his mouth.
But that's what the vaccine causes, so.
Is that
sounds
temporary?
Like he should be in the special needs class.
Like what I read is, Bell's palsy in general is usually temporary. Mm-hmm. But the vaccine is causing it to last anywhere from a week to, I guess, some people still have it from the vaccine.
Oh, that's kind of funny, though. I mean,
it's been like 45
so how long
days
is that?
Like,
what, a month? Yeah, 45
they've
days.
had for like, 2 months probably. They actually said they stopped collecting data on November 15th, and 2 out of 4 still had the paralysis.
They just got tired of all these dumb-faced looking people like waiting in line to tell how much their lives have been ruined by half their face falling asleep. I think that's actually a good thing. I think people should have Bell's palsy for like a month to humble them. Everyone would get humbled if you looked really
Some Instagram
stupid.
models.
Oh yeah, no, think about it. Like all these people like who were so not vain, but is vain the word?
I would
Does that
say
mean, like-
Egotistical?
Yeah, egotistical,
Narcissistic?
like narcissistic.
Insecure.
Oh, all of it. Yeah, it would. A lot of
Too
people would kill
secure.
themselves, but if they killed themselves because of a week to a month of looking really stupid, then
think that would
good,
happen.
whatever.
Yeah, now they know how we feel.
Right, us normal people. It's like the episode of the Twilight Zone where the guy realized that his normal face was actually the hideous face,
Yeah.
and everyone else had like weird pig faces, and yeah, it looked ugly to him.
Yeah,
I would like
she
to
got
see
surgery
Rusty
be
write a couple scripts for like a Twilight Zone style show.
that
I
would
want to
be
see the
fun.
weird twist that he would come up with.
I think you could probably do pretty good too. I mean, man, that show is so good. I fucking love. I always forget his name because I say it wrong. I mix him up with like
Sterling?
3 other people. Yeah, Rod Sterling.
Rod
Serling. Yeah, right, Serling. Man, you watch those episodes and then you'll see like a movie that any movie that comes out that came out like 50 years after that show, they're all just based on an episode of the Twilight Zone
But the Twilight
and
Zone,
expanded upon.
it's probably based on like other stories. Stories have been around for, history.
What?
Well, some of them are pretty original on the Twilight Zone.
Prove it. Stories have been around for history.
Like, I don't know. That's what I heard. Like bards used to sing stories all the time.
You probably read that on Breitbart.
Yeah.
Fake.
Bright-
Sounds like a
Breitbart.
Breitbart article.
Fake
You guys
history.
ready for a real story?
Yes.
You got something?
I got something that pissed me off, and I
What?
think it'll piss you guys off too. Fucking YouTube, dude. YouTube saying anybody who says Trump
Oh
won
my
the
God.
election is now banned.
Don't say it.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna bend the knee to fucking YouTube on what I can and can't say.
You're-
Fuck that. As soon as they said I can't say it, that's when I wanted to say it the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something that I was never going to say, something I don't believe. But now
Right.
I want to fucking shout it from the rooftops because YouTube thinks they can ban me for
How many
it.
channels did they delete this week? It was
No,
like
they didn't. They're just taking down videos for it. I think.
Well, let's let the audience know
I
what
heard
it
they got
is.
channels.
No, that YouTube just said if you make a video saying that the election was fraud, then we will take down your video.
Isn't
I
that
guess-
fucking incredible?
Well,
Isn't
I
it
love-
incredible that
I
like
love-
this is a presently contested election, and just saying that there could have been fraud involved, blah blah blah. The biggest video platform in the fucking world, the monopoly of video platforms, says if you even express this opinion, we'll take your shit down. That makes no goddamn fucking sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I understand your anger, Monk, because like even what you said I don't even believe it, and I wouldn't even say it normally, but now you want to. It's like that's the thing is you say no, this is fucking wrong. There's no way you can tell people that you just can't. That's fucking dystopian shit.
Well, yeah,
That
where
it's
do you
like
think we
you can't even contest an actively contested election.
Yeah. I mean,
So it's just
we all
whatever
know,
they tell you and believe.
we all know there was fraud, 100%. Like
Of course, and
videos of it.
there's always fraud, but like,
Well, I
right?
mean,
So
rampant.
well,
Oh,
even
I
if
shouldn't be saying that,
even if
though.
it isn't rampant fraud, the fact that there is fraud and constantly, and even the left and whatever, like I'm pretty fucking center, but I mean the left was like calling fraud nonstop
Oh, right.
in
And,
2016, and for like over the course of years.
You know what I'm really curious about is when they announce Trump is the winner, is the left going to be banned from talking about it?
Who's going to announce that? Because the Supreme Court just shut that down about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, really? Did they?
No, they didn't.
Oh yeah, they just said that the new Texas case that you guys were
No,
relying on. They just
Texas,
said no.
They said Texas has no standing. It doesn't mean the case is not valid.
They voted that they're not going to take the case.
It doesn't matter. I mean, no matter what, Trump's going to win.
Well, here's my
okay,
question,
Monkey,
Reactor. Why did the 3 Supreme Court justices that Trump put up, why did they all vote against him?
Well,
I think he
can tell you,
fucked
it's
up.
because-
I think he might have got some swampy people in there. I think he fucked up.
No. It's because what they believe that. I mean, because what it really comes down to is the states are allowed to hold their elections however they want. They can tell their electors, the voters, to go fuck themselves and do whatever they want. They really can. But the legislators do have the final say, and the legislators are fighting it right now. So I mean,
And they
that-
took
and
it to
that's
the
what
Supreme
is.
Court, and the Supreme
No,
Court
they
said,
didn't.
fuck you.
That was Texas. That was Texas because Texas has original jurisdiction.
Well, that was
or
Texas
Scotus has
aligned with
original
17 other
jurisdictions.
states.
I mean, we just saw the whole Civil War, each faction show their faces, which is kind of interesting.
I mean, if you still think Trump's going to win, you might be the only one, because Trump was tweeting today about how the Biden administration is going to be a disaster. So even he thinks he lost.
Oh, shit. Did he actually tweet that?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Like 12 hours ago.
I think what it comes down to is basically China infiltrated our government. I mean, this is true. It's what happened, which is interesting because remember in like the 90s when China was becoming more westernized, they're all learned English and stuff like that. And then the tables kind of flipped, and now we're in that place where everyone's going to start learning Chinese.
Fuck that. I'm not learning shit.
In the 90s, I was playing with Pogs.
Yeah.
So I didn't really keep up with like the Chinese government's.
Pogs were pretty stupid, if I remember.
No, they really were.
I'm pretty sure Reactor's parents made him, as a little kid, watch all the Chinese news and stuff. You know, he had to be educated on it.
No.
On his people.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, well,
We're gonna
Monkey,
raise our
did you?
sons to be independent journalists. They got to study this shit from a young age.
So I made a bet with Reactor on the last episode, and I hope you.
Oh, I
also-
heard.
Okay, all right. So I just want to clarify that if Monkey, if you do end up winning, which in my opinion you're getting really close to, I lose $100.
No, we're both
to
going
you.
to win because let me spell it out for you.
Okay.
When Biden is inaugurated, I'm going to go plus $200. Reactor's going to go negative $200, and Rusty is going to stay neutral. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
Wait, did you make both bets? What?
Yeah, no, so I said if Trump wins, I pay or whatever. If Biden wins, I pay Mumke $100. Also, if Biden wins, you pay me $100.
Yeah.
So
So now
I-
Rusty's good.
weaseled your way
Reactor's just
out.
like, we should just cut out the middleman, and Reactor just gives me $200, and Rusty doesn't have to do shit.
No, it's not very gentlemanly. I want the money to be
You
sent
just
to
want
me.
screenshots of all these PayPal transactions that
Yes.
are pointless.
Yeah, I can write it off somehow on my taxes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
I can't wait. The people in the audience down in the comments, tell me the funny things I should spend my $200 Biden dollars on, because I mean, I don't know. I got to do something funny to celebrate.
I kind of feel like no matter who wins, the U.S. dollars. Well, I mean, the whole global economy is screwed right now and destroyed. Even China's, paper thin.
So that's the thing about the stock market. The stock market's doing really well, right? Or at least a certain amount of companies, and it's like this is all a big bubble. Because I mean, I
huge
invest
bubble.
in stocks.
The whole global economy is in a giant bubble right now. That's why they want a great reset.
I'm about to sell it. I'm about to sell everything.
Well,
I'm
Are
gotta
you
get
gonna
rid
sell
of it.
your movie pass stock?
Oh, shit! Did I do that? I think I might have. I might have sold it. If I did that, I'd be very foolish.
Oh,
Because I was
they
going
were gonna
through.
come back. You could have been rich.
Well, I had invested in a lot of people who were working on a vaccine early on, just like kind of playing my odds, and none of them got it. And of course, then it was Pfizer and Moderna. So I ended up selling those, and I think I might have accidentally sold my movie pass.
You know something interesting about stocks? Back in
In the 90s, you were on a very famous TV show.
back in January, I created a back tester for the stock market, a stock market algorithm that I was pursuing. I had this idea and I wanted to see if it worked, so I made this back tester engine, and turns out I found an algorithm that it gives you upwards of 400% return on investment.
Bullshit.
Yep, no, it does. I mean,
No, I'm calling bullshit because I've heard this fucking same thing. I have about 10 people that I've met over the course of my adult life, you being one of them, who's like found a way that, I know I can figure out how the stock market works and I can do all this crazy shit. I'm like, all right, so show me the results. How are you not rich right now?
I could show you. Because that's what I was going to say. So in January, I found this pattern in the stock market that was infallible. It was like, holy shit, this is real. Like, I tested it. Like, you don't, because of the way this algorithm works, you're investing in multiple stocks, and the way I did it, because of the way I did it, you're like 2 times more likely to succeed, and so like one out of 3 times you fail, but the failures are always nothing, because I mean you'll lose like 10%. But
so what happened?
the
Why didn't it
successes-
work?
So because it's based on biotech stock, the biotech sector, like where they create drugs and it's drug companies, right? I back tested it, from January, of this year and previous, and it works perfect. But then COVID came out, and I was like, this is going to fuck with the stock market. It's going to be an unnatural market. So just because it works, 2019 and previous, 2020 is too, who the fuck knows? So I didn't pursue it. But now I back tested.
It's a very niche algorithm.
Now I back tested. I reopened it because I kind of ignored it for the past 9 months or whatever, and I checked it and back tested how I would have done this year, and it was 400% return of investment. Like, apparently, COVID supercharged the biotech stocks, which makes sense. But I didn't want to gamble because there's no gambling with this algorithm.
I mean, how much money do you have to put into it for it to actually make money? And then why don't you just do it? Like, I mean, just make the gamble. Like, take some.
It reminds me of 3 years ago when I logged into Facebook and Reactor sent me a message saying, "Hey, you should invest in gold." And I thought, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh yeah, you should have.
Yeah. How much have you made on your gold investment?
I stopped investing in it. But in 2016 I was day trading. Lots of gold mining, and I don't know. I'm just messing with that stuff. And
what, like prospectors,
mining companies, because gold mining companies,
the 49ers,
the old 49ers,
gold mining companies have a stock value based on their success, but also based on how much gold they pull out. So, like if a gold mining company pulls out, 600 tons of gold this month, their value is going to go way up because they have all that gold. So it's like a weird sector of the stock market. I was playing it in day trading. Day trading is really stressful though.
Yeah, no, dude, fuck day trading. I mean, and for all the stupid people who don't know what day trading is, that's essentially just like buying and selling stocks on a minute-to-minute, hour-to-hour basis to try to make a profit every single day. You just have to be watching numbers all the fucking time, and
but not just that, you have to be free of emotion while
right. That's the hardest thing about stocks. It's like it's so hard to say, wow, this is going good, I should not touch it, because then your intuition is almost 100% wrong unless you know what you're doing. And I know that I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't do day trading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
because like I'll buy high thinking it's gonna go higher, and that's really when it was supposed to.
Like what I found
drop.
Is you have to want to lose your money, not actively lose it on purpose, but you have to be like cool with losing money because
you should only put up money that you don't need.
Well, yeah, that too. It's plan on losing it all.
Like it's like gambling. You wouldn't go to the casino with money that you need to pay rent, otherwise you're a fucking addict.
Yeah, you got a problem. But yeah, I don't know. You just have to like avoid that stress, and it's difficult as fuck. I made like 80 grand, and then in like November of 2016, I got emotional. Yeah, I mean, I've said this story a bunch of times.
I know. I can tell that this is a story that is hard to speak about. Yeah.
No. But what happened was, so I was doing great day trading. I was like, yeah, I can do this. This is easy. And then I made $5,000 off one of my stocks, like overnight or something. And then I was like, holy fuck! I just made $5,000 in like one night. And then I sold it in the morning because I was like, I win. And then the next day, I looked at the price of the stock, and it was up like ridiculously.
It just kept going up.
Yeah, like where I would, if I hadn't sold it the morning before, I would have had $35,000. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have sold.
It's like those guys who spent 200 Bitcoin to buy a pizza.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I would kill myself.
Right. No, I mean, that's one of those things. Like, all right, take your wins. You had Bitcoin. It was worthless at the time. You bought a pizza with it. Ha ha ha. I got a free pizza. And then later, you could have been a fucking millionaire or 100,000-aire.
Yeah, can you imagine how easy it would have been?
Well, whatever. That's the most expensive pizza. Do the math. How much did that pizza really cost you?
Well,
$2 million.
Yeah, for real.
But that's like saying like, you spent $20 on the pizza in 2009, and now the dollar value has changed so much that, you
could have bought 1 million pizzas for that money.
It's like, who cares?
I would care. I'd be pretty upset.
But yeah, I guess that's kind of the point with like, I quit day trading after I lost, I think I made $5,000 in that day, and then I got back in, and then I lost like $7,000 or something. So I was like I'm an idiot. And
Well, that's playing around money. I mean, once you get to the big times.
but the idea that I recognized that I emotionally traded, and that's why I lost money. So I was like, all right, well, can't do this.
You got to be like a Vulcan.
If I'm a fucking idiot, then my punishment is no more day trading. So I stopped.
Well, I mean, doesn't like Israel control the stock market?
Big money does, yeah. That's the other thing. It's all fucking bullshit. I realized that like one of the other crazy things with the stock market I noticed was gold has a pattern, and it actually predicts the future, which doesn't make any sense unless the future was planned.
Okay.
That's
No,
I want to
seriously,
hear this one.
wild.
like if you look at the charts for gold, it moves in a way because gold is like the lowest common denominator of currency, you know?
Do I just type in gold? Do I just type in gold prices, or is there like a name?
I think it's called AU.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's the
okay.
element ID, but yeah, if you look at the gold charts, it's I don't know, it's interesting. It's weird. It's got a lot-
No, gold is a very kind of weirdly stupid thing to invest in because it's not reliable.
Well, I mean,
at all.
Well, what do you mean it's not reliable?
Well, I mean, it's not like it's a growing business or anything. It's all just based around how many people think that they need it at one time. And I know industries, I imagine, use it, but like
Well,
for the
precious
most
metals
part,
they're always
yeah, precious
valuable.
metals or whatever.
They're based
I
on
don't know,
rarity. You know, like palladium is so rare. Palladium's
Well,
yeah,
then,
it's-
we could publicly trade your sex life.
Yeah, like me coming in a sock, like that sock is rare. That doesn't make it valuable. Like if you think any of these fucking rocks are worth money, you're an idiot who fell for a scam.
Well, I mean, everything on Earth in the universe is made out of elements, so those elements have value,
Bullshit.
especially if they're rare.
Stupid.
Did you read that on the Daily Mail as well?
Well, I know, like rare things are valuable.
No,
Is Rusty sarcastically being sarcastic when he says that?
Hey, so Mumpke, tell us about this whole thing, because I tried to do like a transition earlier, and it just made me sound like a conspiratorial racist when I said that Israel controls the stock market. I was trying to push you to this story that you had brought up earlier.
Yeah, there's a great news story but Reactor, you say, because I don't know there's some government official in Israel who's saying that he's talking to aliens, and I don't know which one it is. Reactor, do you
He
know
didn't say
who
he
it
was
is?
talking. He said Trump's talking to aliens, or he said there a galactic federation exists, and the federation doesn't want humanity in general to know they exist because we're not prepared.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
All right, so that sounds like complete fucking bullshit. Like, I mean, is there anything to that?
A retired
I thought it was
Israeli general made headlines by sharing with the world what he said had been a closely guarded secret. According to 87-year-old Professor Haim Eshed, there really is life among the stars, and it thinks most of humanity isn't ready to meet it yet. And quite frankly, I can't say that I blame it, whatever it is, for being skeptical of us right now. I mean...
Now, what is the source? Is this also Daily Mail?
You know, this is MSNBC.
You know what this
shit.
is? This is old. I fucking love old people because they really just neglect all of their responsibilities, like all the authority that they held in their life, where they held high positions, working for the CIA, working for NASA, being a politician, and then they just go, "Oh, but by the way, an alien spoke to me last night," and they just go into grandpa mode where they're
that's not
telling
what he's
tall
doing,
tales to
though.
like entertain people. And everyone's like, "Fuck, man, that was an ex-CIA agent who said that."
That's not really what he's doing, though. He's not saying like, "Yeah, my girlfriend's an alien." You know, like that sounds retarded. He's saying,
But I do think it's a
federation
15 minutes of
exists.
fame effect where his time is coming past and now he wants the attention and spotlight
the
again. So
last
he's
hurrah.
saying some stupid shit.
"Yeah, that's weird." But why isn't MSNBC even writing about it if it's not true?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Isn't
no,
that- it's fucking
MSNBC,
nuts.
the
bastion
barons of truth.
Yeah, the bastion of true journalism. You
Yeah,
know,
they got
what is
Joe
it,
Scarborough, dude.
and
Like,
Rachel
he knows what he's
Maddow.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're my personal heroes, according to the comment section.
But I'm sure Daily Mail wrote about this too.
Oh, yeah, they were probably the first one.
Yeah. No,
Wait,
but,
were you saying? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like aliens probably exist. But
I'd say
Well,
statistically
I
they
think-
probably have to.
I think there's a
Yeah,
couple
it's
like
impossible
theories.
for them not to.
Like when I think about like how they would exist, first of all, I think if if they existed in our galaxy, they would send robots to our planet before they themselves
Well, we already
came.
talked about this last episode.
But no, but another thing I was thinking, the closer you are to a black hole, time's dilated, right? It's like different, you know?
No, I've seen Interstellar. I know.
So if there's a planet that formed closer to the center of our galaxy, there's a giant black hole, like would they...
With some flaming hot Cheetos in it?
I feel like, would we be moving through time faster than them? Because we're on the outer perimeter of our galaxy.
No, we're moving at time all at the exact same constant, just relatively different. But yeah, I guess if you're saying would our time be moving faster?
Yeah.
So they're, I guess relative to them, yes.
Looking at them, they would be frozen in time right now to us.
Because if we could somehow
they're like
observe them while maintaining the light speed constant.
So that would kind of imply that the outer edges of the galaxy would advance intelligent life first. I don't know. I'm just thinking that.
No, it's interesting.
There's something there.
Mumkey, that was one of the questions that we got on the last episode was, what was it like? What do you think aliens would look like?
My guess would be microbes, little tiny cell organisms that are, it's going to give them a couple billion more years before they start getting bigger, I think.
There's other cool theories about aliens. I mean, I guess we did talk about this last time, but one of the things is bacteria can survive in thermal vents in the bottom of the ocean, right? And
it's like the water bears.
Yeah. So, but that's all it takes to start evolving over billions of years.
So isn't that like one of the theories about Europa? Is that Uranus or Jupiter that Europa is the moon of? So it's an ocean. I forget what the actual liquid is. It might be ammonia. It's ammonia.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, so it's like the fact that the moon's close enough that it's has this pushing and pulling effect would mean that it's kind of a molten core, and that would cause the same type of under ocean thermal effect that we have on Earth.
Yeah, so they would be heated by their core, instead of as much the sun as we are.
Right.
But the thing is, like, you do need certain things to become at the level of advancement that we are. You know, like we wouldn't be here right now if we didn't have fire. And we wouldn't have fire if we were ocean animals, right?
Right.
If we didn't have hands, we wouldn't be able to control
shit, man.
fire.
Now you're gonna get in some like race talk because isn't all the advancements in evolution, it comes from having to overcome new challenges. And so when you crawl out of the ocean, if you want to be able to crawl up in a tree to escape the land predators, you have to kind of learn that. You have to evolve to learn that, or dig underground.
Yeah.
And then
how are you going to tie that into race?
Yeah. Right.
Well,
yeah,
so there's this theory that
after slavery now they're better athletes. Is that what you're getting at?
No, they are great athletes, but it doesn't matter. It's not what I'm talking about. When you are all stuck in the same hub, the cradle of civilization, wherever that may be, it doesn't really matter. Everyone's going to evolve the same, but once you start moving into different climates, say, I don't know, colder European climates, you have to start building fire and wearing like
and inventing
woolly mammoth wool. Like you have to start having to hunt different things, and that doesn't replace
be smarter.
The intelligence you have. It just adds on to it.
Yeah, you have to think differently.
Yeah, and I mean the brain grows, at least as far as I understand, it grows on itself. I don't know.
But that's the point. Like dolphins could be very intelligent, but they'll never create a spaceship. You know?
Right. Well, sure, because
no
they're
hands,
stuck in
they're underwater. Water destroys computers and fire. No propulsion unless they make a water propulsion rocket. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool, and I hope that they do.
Like a rocket that blasts water out of it, and inside is full of water, and there's dolphins swimming around going to space.
Well, the Biden administration has already promised that.
Dolphins in space.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's the first, the third animal to go to space, or the fourth.
I'm going to send dolphins to the moon.
So day one, Joe Biden shreds the Constitution and shoots dolphins into space.
Oh my God!
I can't wait. It's going to be a good day.
That still won't count though, because the dolphins have to invent the technology themselves for them to. But yeah, that's the point. Like, our specific environment actually did create our possibility for being where we are right now. If we had a different atmospheric content,
right,
it would all be different.
Yeah, life on Earth is somewhat of a
Yeah.
little miracle all on its own.
But what else? My point was that like bacteria can live in thermal vents, so life can exist in any place. But
can
I
it
mean, as far
be
as
created in any place?
like, is there a type of computer that a dolphin can invent underwater? Like, is there a type of technology that we just didn't think of because we don't live underwater? You know,
I mean, dolphins. Everyone talks about how fucking smart dolphins are.
they are
right.
They are pretty smart.
No, okay, no. How smart are? Because everyone goes, "Oh,
right,
that
so, like,
dog
compared
is
to
smart."
other
So,
animals,
so here's one of the
Like, no, is this dolphin fucking smart because it can swim around a group of fish and scare them, and so other dolphins eat it? Genius. I like the thing that dolphins do with their bubbles. No, hold on. I like the things like, you know, when dolphins like they get a bubble and they push a bubble ring. That's fucking difficult. There's no way that a human could do that. But that's the only thing that they have over us.
No, look,
and
look.
they're the second brain size to body mass creature besides us or humans.
Are they second to us?
I really like the idea of Rusty
so.
being like extremely anti-dolphin and he gets really pissed about it. And like of all the things we talk about on this show, that's the one thing that sets him off is
they're
fucking
so
dolphins.
goddamn
Hey, so
smart.
wait,
No,
look.
let me explain.
Here's an example of like one of the things I've heard about how smart they are. They had like 2 aquarium dolphin tanks, right? And they separated these dolphins in there, and they made it so that in order for the food to be released or the treats to be released, they had to both push a button on a machine at the same time, right? And
Sure.
they found that somehow they were able to communicate. Another thing they noticed is, which isn't
Wait, and they couldn't see each other. This sounds like another one of those bullshit experiments because they did this with humans, where it's like they put a human in a different room and they couldn't see each other, and they would electrocute one, and the other person would signal if they can feel some sort of pain. They did it on twins. It's all bullshit. I'd love to see this
who
study.
knows? But another thing dolphins do is they started feeding the dolphins treats every time they grabbed litter out of the aquarium that what is it? Patrons of the aquarium theme park or whatever were throwing.
They're just throwing their popcorn buckets in there.
Yeah. So if the dolphin grabbed the garbage and brought it to a trainer, he would get a fish. So what they found was that the dolphins started, like, if there was like one popcorn bucket, the dolphin would rip it in a bunch of pieces and bring one piece at a time for a fish.
Oh,
how is that fucking ants do that? And ants don't even have brains.
Dude, I wouldn't have thought of that shit. I would have brought
Yeah,
the whole
I'm pretty-
bucket. That dolphin's
it's
smarter
'cause
than me.
I'm pretty sure my
humans are
dog doesn't-
greedy,
like,
but
if you-
like that's called a pack mentality, and that's how
What?
tons of animals.
No, it was
operate.
selfish.
well-
The dolphins broke it into pieces so that he could get his own like more fish for himself.
Wait. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
getting
he
a full
ripped
fish.
the bucket up into pieces.
He was getting a full fish for every piece of garbage he
Oh,
brought.
okay. No, you're right. That is smart.
Yeah, so they would like hide them. They would
Spaceship
hide garbage
next.
in the aquarium, like in the corner, and then just bring it up whenever they wanted food. But it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. But they are pretty smart.
Oh wait, they were actually okay. So no, that's interesting. I mean, dolphins, sure, they're smart, but listen, can't like a fucking dumb baby figure that out?
No.
A smart baby.
Dumb babies can't even put the circle block into the circle hole.
No, that's a myth.
Human babies are the dumbest like babies of all animals.
They can't even walk when they're born.
A little bit. It takes 18 years for them to figure out fucking how to do anything.
It blew my mind when I saw like one of those live birth videos of like a cow or something or like a
just
horse.
walks
And the
away.
thing is, it's walking as soon as it's born.
Yeah,
That blew my
yeah.
fucking mind.
Oh man, monkey. So on that point, like there's these animals. I fucking hate this. I hate nature. Nature is so terrifying. But I think it was in like Planet Earth 2 or something. It's like these fucking lizards are born. They just hatch out of their eggs, and then instantly they have to take off fucking running because there's like birds and other lizards and snakes chasing after them. So they're instantly like, "Oh fuck, I'm about to die," and then most of them do. And like human babies are born, and we're stupid balls of gelatin that if you drop them from just a foot over the ground, they'll just splat.
Yeah, and they're constantly screaming so that predators can come find you and kill you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, please, other competitive male of my species, please come bash my head in
Think about
so
how many
that I
babies
won't
were
grow
born.
up.
Or how many babies were killed throughout history because they wouldn't shut up?
Not
A
enough.
lot. Well, that's the
And
thing.
I
I
don't
mean,
mean out of
infanticide
cruelty.
is
Yeah, I mean,
infanticide
no,
is a
I mean-
very, very popular thing. And infanticide is almost like 90%. Oh, that's a woman's crime. You know, like men have their crime, but like a woman's crime is infanticide because they have like postpartum depression and things like that. But they hear a crying baby, and they also feel the need, like if there's distress in their lives, and they're like, oh, there's no way I can take care of this baby. There's no way I can take care of myself. The instinct, and you see this in nature all the time, where
they eat the baby.
You know, like they'll eat the babies. But that's why you see like so-and-so Babbitt, I forget her name, in Texas
Lorena
back
Bobbitt?
in the day. Yeah, Marina Bobbitt. Did she hang him in the... Wait, she's the one that cut the dick off?
Yeah.
All right, not her. Not the one who cut her husband's dick off. There was a lady who...
Oh, isn't there a Weird Al song about that story?
Probably.
I'm sure there is.
It was a parody of the Crash Test Dummies song.
Yeah. Once there was... Or...
Yeah, once there was this guy who...
Yeah,
well, you really do know all your Weird Al.
That was my first concert, dude. I've been a diehard Weird Al fan for life.
That was the first album I had, was Running with Scissors, and I listened to it nonstop. Yeah. And that's what got me into all music.
Really?
Fuck yeah, man. That first album was like a pretty Fly for a Rabbi, I think, was on there. So that got me into Offspring. All About the Pentiums, which that got me to listen to All About the Benjamins.
Did it have
Puff Daddy song.
The Forrest Gump song that was based off of Lump?
It's Gump. It's Gump.
He's Gump. He's Gump.
Head.
He's Gump.
No, I don't know what album that was when I stopped listening, because there's not really there's not like a going back to value for Weird Al.
Oh, I disagree. I re-listen to the old stuff all the time.
I remember I never heard of him, and then like it was in the 90s. I was a kid, and like an MTV marathon came on, and I remember I recorded it on VHS. This is one of my memories, how I first found Weird Al.
This is what, 1991?
No, probably like 1997.
Oh, shit.
Damn, how old is Reactor again? Like 40?
Has anyone guessed yet?
I was probably like 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that would make you 39 years old by my math.
Yeah. Well, 39 plus the 9, so it's actually 48.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
It sounds about right.
Something like that. Yeah, we need let's get into some other
yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We're almost at an hour, Jesus.
Yeah, we should do the Patreon questions.
So much better with 3 people.
As opposed to 2 or 4.
I mean,
oh, that's a good question. I mean, I don't think 2 is great, but like 2 is necessary because you're gonna have to lose a person every once in a while. But
I mean,
4, I think, I don't know.
We've got to get Emp on here more.
It's just, I don't know. But anyway, so here's interesting news.
Okay.
Water joins gold and oil for the first time in history, maybe not in history, I don't know, as traded commodity on Wall Street amid fears of scarcity. Water
that sounds about right.
Invest in water. That's what they're saying.
Wait. All right, so who posted this?
Financial Post.
Yeah, this is a legit story. I saw this one too.
Yeah, this is happening.
So this is fresh water. This is water like aquifer water, I imagine.
Yeah, like water you can drink.
Just water in general. You know how they have like corn futures? Well, there's water futures.
Right. No, this is a major thing in Florida. So a lot of our aquifers are being bought up and diverted from lakes. Like water's being
like
transferred from this lake that's I grew up by, and it's just a drained lake now, and it all goes to a town that's about, like an hour away. All the aquifers are being drained. Nestle essentially buys up everything. If you even saw the movie Chinatown, and also this is just the history of LA, all that water is being diverted out of like ravines and like traded to cities. And so it's like whoever controls the water rights essentially just becomes a fucking multi-trillionaire.
I mean, yeah. I know it's going to be weird not having water next
Well,
year.
it's already weird because like you buy water in bottles. Like where do we get water from? Whenever people come to my house in Reactor, I could be wrong, but didn't you ask me, hey, do you have water? And I was like, yeah, but it's in the faucet. And then, everyone that comes over, like BG Cumby said the same thing. Emp does all the time. Like, do you have water? And they assume like, do I have bottles of water in my fridge? No, I have water in the tap.
Do you know?
But it's like, well, that shit's all fucking poisoned, and it really is.
Hey, you know what happens when you flush a toilet, right? The
Yeah,
water,
it goes into my faucet.
it goes into your pipes. And do you know what comes? You know what your faucet's connected to, right? Your pipes.
No, Reactor. Now you're making assumptions. You're living in
that's true.
Chicago where everything's
No.
filthy. My
your
water
plumbing.
goes straight to a fucking a big shit tank that's buried under my backyard.
Really? You've got a septic tank?
Yeah, and so
What,
they have
really?
to drain it every once in a
Why?
while.
Wait,
but
what?
hopefully there's no pipe that goes.
You don't have
from
indoor
that.
plumbing?
Well, no, it's
No, I'm
just
kidding, I
I'm
know.
kind of
It's indoor
outside the
plumbing.
city, so it's like
Oh,
you fill up
really?
a big septic tank and then they have to drain it. I don't know how big the septic tank is.
Yeah, I mean, it could be pretty big.
I would
Rust,
imagine
if
it'd
you-
have to be.
Big
If you
enough
want to
swim
stop
in?
drinking poison all the time, Sam's Club, you can buy 30 bottles of water for like $4.
The problem with that is they're still sitting in plastic bottles, and I don't know how.
Yeah, it's
This is
it's
better than
fucked,
drinking
man.
it out of the tap.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
just get
like,
a water purifier. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about like this.
Yeah, get
Like
some reverse
fucking water
osmosis.
bottles it's like plastic bottles are so fucking dumb. Like that's just something we got accustomed to, but it doesn't make any sense.
Could you imagine if we were buying glass bottles of water though?
Yeah, as long as they're big, like jugs of water.
I guess. Yeah. But I mean like a pocket size like water bottles.
That might be
Well,
the
you
new
can smash
currency
up glass.
based on this story. You might have to, sell,
yeah.
trade your glass full of water for food.
But yeah, about the story though, it's
not
funny.
a bad idea.
It's funny because with the Great Reset coming,
What is the Great Reset? Is that like an alt-right dog whistle?
so
Monkey, where the fuck have you
Really?
been? Like,
What?
where did you turn to become like this? You talk
Conspiracy
like
theorist.
someone that I hate talking to on Facebook because
The
they'll say,
craziest thing is like I'm directly in the middle, but Reactor is so far right that it makes me look left.
well, I'm not
by
I'm not-
comparison.
I'm not on the right.
True.
I just believe shit like Great Resetting the entire world is a bad idea.
Well,
and
what
Monkey
is
thinks
that?
it's a good idea.
No, I was joking about the dog whistle thing, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
The
the
Great-
Great Reset is usually like
The Great Reset is
racist thing?
basically the USA is late resetting because of the whole election and shit like that. But the rest of the world, you can see like they're all on supreme lockdown, like dictators, all kinds of crazy shit. Some of our states were already taken over by dictator governors who are doing it. It's the whole point of lockdown is to destroy the entire global economy and shut everything down, and transfer all the wealth upward like we've done this year. So all the wealthiest are getting all super wealthy now, and the poor are getting super poor. And then once that happens, they switch to communism, and we become the servant class for the most part. But food's going to be
not me
we
and
become the
Rusty, 'cause
dormant
we're-
class, not the serving class, but we become a class of people who don't have to work and can rely solely on the government, and then we become passive and not really
depressed
consequential.
and deteriorate. Because if you don't work, your body deteriorates.
Yeah.
Even like in tribes, like hundreds of years ago, the elderly that didn't have a job any longer just kind of, died.
No,
They withered away.
they what they do is they often kill the elderly, and this would
What
go
was it? They
into
left them in the
another
woods or some
dystopian
shit, right?
future.
well, that's what
which would be-
coronavirus was for.
Well, sure. I mean, that's like one of my favorite memes that came out of it was kind of like all the people that go, "Oh, I wish a virus would come. Humans are the real virus. I wish it would kill everyone." And then whenever it happens, it's like, no, literally, you have to stay inside. You're gonna kill grandma. Like this is the thing you wanted, isn't it?
I mean, can you find one specific person who had both of those opinions?
No, you're right, Monkey. And I'm not gonna, because this is also one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to like people making arguments online. Oh, you hold both of these opinions? No. Two people that you opposed held either or of these opinions, and you assume that everyone that doesn't agree with you must somehow have this like cognitive dissonance to hold both these opinions. It's like, no, those are two different opinions. So right, I was kind of falling into that trap.
Yeah.
But that's what it's just a meme. I thought it was kind of funny.
All right, so I'm gonna do the other article. I got a couple more, but just want to.
Well, can we do those in the bonus episode? Because we're at an
Yeah,
hour and we got some Patreon
but
questions.
this one's really good. But I guess we could hold off till.
You know
Wait,
what?
what-
It's
can-
so
can you
good
at
that
least say
only
what
the
it's about?
patrons should
So-
hear it.
It's about I don't even remember what it's about. It's about. I'll explain it in the after show. It's
Oh, hell yeah.
It's too crazy.
God. Wait, we're not even at. Don't we have like an extra 1 minute, or is this really the end of the show?
No, we have to do Patreon questions.
You want to do Patreon questions like
Yeah, we should do
in the
that.
after show or in the?
No, right now.
Yeah, we should finish them now. Yeah,
Okay,
have them
well-
here, and then you can ask your questions if you become a patron.
So
and we'll answer them in the main
I'm gonna
show.
read. I'm gonna read this. There's only 2 comments. I'm just gonna read the comments.
I thought we had some questions that we didn't finish answering in the last one because we said we'd talk about them whenever Mumkey got here.
Yeah. Okay, and then we can go over. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Mumkey, what's your favorite horror movie?
Green Room, if that counts as a horror movie. That scared
good
me more
movie.
than
What is
anything.
That scared you?
Oh yeah, I was terrified for those
Dude,
characters.
that's not a scary movie. That's an incredible movie. That director is so fucking good.
Oh yeah, I think it's an amazing movie, but it's also very scary.
What's it about?
What are you worried
Doesn't
about?
sound
Like
familiar.
punks or like
No,
neo-Nazis?
I liked the characters, and like they're trapped. It's a story of a punk rock band who gets trapped in the green room of like these neo-Nazis who they're doing a show for, and they're just trapped in the room, and these people are trying to break in and kill them.
The green room, like as in like the.
It's the back room. It's the
backstage,
back room
yeah,
where like
backstage,
comedians
yeah.
go, where bands go and hang out. Yeah.
Backstage. Yeah.
So they do this, like they go to like a neo-Nazi venue and they're like fucking like fuck Nazi punks, and so they do this whole like
Nazi
song
punks,
like fuck Nazi
fuck
punks.
off.
Yeah, Nazi punks, fuck off. And but why'd they want to kill them for that?
Because
Didn't do something-
they walked in
accidentally-
on they walked in on the neo-Nazis murdering somebody.
That's right. That's what it was.
Oh.
So then, yeah, they walk in on them murdering someone. So they witness the murder and they're like, all right, we're going to kill you. And then they start. It's a fucking great movie.
Yeah, it's amazing. Everybody should check it out.
Are you guys for or against neo-Nazis?
Probably against.
Yeah, I guess I'd be against them.
Yeah, I think me too.
In what context? Yeah, okay. All right. So we all agree on that.
So have you guys heard of the movie? Oh shit. What's it called?
No.
Songbird, I think.
Ladybird?
No, I think it's Songbird.
No, I did see Lady Bird though.
Is that the pro neo-Nazi movie?
Okay, so Songbird just came out yesterday, or no, came out today. It came out at like midnight this morning, and it's about COVID-23, and it takes place a couple years from now.
Oh,
It's actually
I did hear about that. I think
Yeah.
Michael Bay produced it.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up now, and it's got
not
great.
the-
I see a 4.4 out of 10 IMDb
Yeah.
and a 10% Rotten Tomatoes. It's not pretty good.
Yeah. No. It's. I watched it last night. It's not that great. It's like.
True.
I mean, it's like an average
bad.
movie. Like, okay, yeah, like turn this on to go to bed, but I'm not like on the edge of my seat. But
Was it obvious that they had to film it during the pandemic? So like,
Oh yeah, I was thinking that like there's scenes like of LA being deserted, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. They took advantage of
yeah,
that.
that's like they took advantage of it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The funny thing is, it's about COVID-23 because there's a new one every year, and people are not allowed to leave their house or.
Oh shit! So it's like they invent a new thing, so this continues forever.
Yeah, and except
Okay.
it's way more dystopian in 3 years supposedly. And
Is there
in the
any
movie-
value to watching this?
Well, in
'Cause,
the
like,
movie, is the virus real or is it a conspiracy?
the virus is real and
Okay.
it's killing people like really quickly,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
which is so.
It
I mean,
seems
it
like
kinda
the
shows
opposite
you,
of what
yeah,
it should be.
It's the opposite
Yeah,
of reality.
it kind of doesn't make
but
sense
look,
with.
so about that though, the weird thing is we know that Obama's administration sent millions of dollars to Wuhan for laboratory.
Duh.
Yeah, no, like that actually no, but I'm saying like that actually did happen. That's real, you know.
Why did you say duh like that?
Everyone knows
but look,
that.
That really got
So-
my goat.
So the idea that the COVID-19 virus came from that is it's hard to believe that they sent millions of dollars to make a normal cold virus, you know, that kills mostly the elderly only and people with like obesity and, you know, crazy health problems. So I mean, it's
How
just
the
weird.
fuck did you possibly somehow turn us talking about the green room? You asked me a question. What
so I
monkey's
was talking
favorite
about-
horror movie?
I was
So
talking
you
about
talking
Songbird.
about Wuhan's conspiracy, like the
He
cold
can't
virus?
help
blah, blah, blah.
himself.
Just let me finish.
That was
No,
such a
seriously.
hard. Okay, go ahead.
No, we're talking about Songbird, and I just want to say, like, so COVID-23, like in the movie, it actually makes sense that right now they pushed out this like regular cold virus, and they're causing this big, you know, oh my god, we're all gonna die, and then the real virus, because if they spent millions of dollars to make a virus, like shit, I could make a better virus than COVID-19. Are you fucking kidding me?
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
It's
should.
super
Oh.
easy. I mean, I have to
should
get my
make
hands on
one.
a virus and stuff like that. No, I don't want.
How much would we need to
I'm
get
saying,
on
like,
Patreon for you to make your own virus?
Yeah, I want to. I think all three of us should get the virus on purpose, and we'll see who lasts the longest.
Get the virus?
I'll let you guys go first.
pussy.
Get the virus on purpose? You know, like the virus. You know, if you take zinc and vitamin C and vitamin D, you're fine. You know, like
That's why I take that every day, and I haven't been sick yet.
I mean, yeah, it's a cold.
Also, says fucking who?
Doctors.
Doctors? You believe doctors? Last episode you said all doctors were fucking liars.
Go to the next question.
Politicians.
Go to the next question.
Yes, please. Let's move on.
Oh yeah.
Or tie it together. Like, where are you going with this?
Did you guys say what your favorite horror movies were last time? Because I don't remember that.
I
was saying that Hereditary was one of my favorite, because like one of my favorite scenes ever was where the idea of like the 16-year-old kid who like he just wanted to get laid, and he was like wanted to smoke pot and fucking get his dick sucked. He goes to this party, and his mom makes him take his allergic reacting sister with him, and then she ends up
eating cake. And the sister is ugly as fuck too, like really blowing the vibe.
It doesn't matter, like but just being at a party, he's just doing dumb teenager shit, and then it ends up with him being high as fuck, having to rush drive her to a hospital, and her head gets lopped off. What? To me, that's real fear. That's not like boogeyman under the bed. That's like, holy shit, what the fuck would you do?
Now, but you're right, but then the movie ruins it, and it ends with boogeyman bullshit.
Sure. No, but I appreciated it at that point. So I think the movie was an homage, and also trying to like bring in new horror aspects that hadn't really been done before. So it had all like the lady on the roof crawling on the roof going like jump scare type shit.
A bunch of CGI flies all over the camera.
Yeah, like that was all cool, but it was an homage to Rosemary's Baby, which I think is what I said in the last episode was one of my favorite horror movies, even though I wasn't afraid of it. It was just like, it was creepily written. If something can be creepily written and written well, it kind of strikes like a deeper nerve than...
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. I was kidding.
No. You obviously had something very important to say. So I'll stop talking now, and now it's reactor time. You go.
All right, so, Monkey, the Village people are going to be reforming in 2020, and they want you to be a new member. Now that you're officially part of the Village people, what's your character and costume going to be?
So what, they had like the mailman and the fireman and shit?
Yeah, I still have the list up on my computer of what we picked last time.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
What would your costume? What would your profession be?
I just got to pick like a man job.
Where it could be anything. I mean,
like it's like a manly job where you can be subtly gay the whole time, right?
It doesn't have to be a job. It doesn't have to be a job. It could also be a racial stereotype.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and also you don't have to be gay. It's because they're all gay. Yeah. So whatever you pick.
I thought that was the point of the YMCA song, is that we're all gay.
Oh fuck! What about no? It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's just because it's a great time. It's good for kids. If you're
troubled.
We
sponsored by the Y? So what would I be? I would be. Can I be the plague doctor and I wear that big mask with a long nose?
The plague doctor, village person.
Yeah.
Can I put that under? Can you revamp that? A plague doctor is a little bit dated. So like,
just a regular
what's
doctor.
A plague doctor now?
You don't think that the village people aren't a little bit dated too?
A Wuhan virologist? No, they aren't. It was a construction worker. It was a Navy person. It was a policeman. A guy.
Well, the band themselves are kind of old.
You could be a regular doctor with a stethoscope around your neck.
And that's lame. I want this stupid mask.
Okay, I'll put plague doctor down.
Thank you.
I don't think masks are allowed.
Yeah, but who's gonna want to fuck a plague doctor though? So if you don't remember, we have so far on the list, the 5 that we came up with was Japanese whaler.
Oh yeah. Or fisherman with the fisherman hair, right?
Yeah, with and a Australian Aboriginal.
Cool. Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of person.
Astronaut, yeah.
An oil tycoon from the 1800s. So I guess if I'm talking about it has to be modern, then that's out the window. Like an old aristocrat, like twisting his mustache with his monocle.
Yeah.
And then a Supreme Court justice.
Oh, fuck. Can I just be a digger? Can I be a guy who explores tunnels all the time? I think that fits in with the village people.
Let's see.
Like the light on your helmet and a shovel over your shoulder?
Yeah.
A coal miner. Be a coal miner.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
With black coal all over your face.
As long as I get to go inside tunnels, I'll be a happy village person.
Fat digger Nick. Got
it. What else do we got?
Shit. I know there. Well, okay. So real quick, Monkey, I want to talk about this FBI thing with Turkey Tom. And so Turkey Tom made a video about your channel getting deleted back in the day, and his conclusion
2
was
years ago today.
Oh, really?
Oh, happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
It really has been 2 years.
Yeah, Rusty, 2 years ago today, you were podcasting with Quentin Reviews, and I was trying to get my channel back.
Sorry about that.
I don't give a shit.
We're gonna make him the next host of Saudi.
Oh, that's too bad. He would have been great.
Oh my god! I was watching. All right, so wait. I went to. I'm gonna do this right now and see if it's still up. Speaking of Quentin Reviews, how do you spell it? Quentin.
Quin.
Ton. His parents knew how big he was gonna get.
Okay, so I
does that
went
mean,
to Quentin
Ford?
Reviews channel.
What
If
does
you go
Quinn
to
mean?
the About section on his channel, it says, "Hi, I'm Quentin. On this channel, I do a lot of stuff, some reviews, some commentary, some satire, some comedy. In the end, it's all about making you laugh. As a great man once said, our only thought is to entertain you." It continues on to say, also, if you're a Nazi, unsubscribe.
Oh, no.
What a brave man.
Yeah, I'm glad he finally took that bold stance against Nazis.
I know. Someone had to. If it wasn't going to be him, who would?
What is that?
I don't know.
Time traveling Nazis are invading YouTube.
I mean,
Yeah, well, it happens all the time. Everyone who goes to his channel and calls them names, which I wouldn't suggest anyone do, because
Well,
honestly,
here's
I'm
my
sure he
next-
makes quality videos.
my next $100 bet is I can almost
I'll
guarantee
take that
you
bet.
Quentin Reviews unironically thinks if you do not put that Nazi line in your channel description, then you're a
You
bad
are
person.
A Nazi. Yeah. Why won't you disavow Nazis?
Yeah, he thinks that everybody should do it, and he's trying to lead by example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He had to put that in a little bit later. I don't know. But the thing about like the Turkey Tom video. So Turkey Tom was talking about your channel getting deleted 2 years ago, and his main clickbait, I guess, was that it was the FBI. And we had talked about this before, obviously on the State of YouTube podcast.
Yeah, we beat him to
Because-
the punch.
Yeah, I was in the same kind of boat with you. But one thing that both of you missed. So you made a video. Was it today or yesterday that it came
Yesterday.
out? Yeah, refuting Turkey Tom's point about why it probably was not the FBI that caused your channel to get deleted. And Turkey Tom brought up the whole thing of like writing into the Freedom of Information. What's it called? Freedom of Information Act.
FOIA.
So after you told me you did it, because you came out with a video where you got that letter and they said, "Hey, we found nothing on you," but I did the same thing because I was curious. I was like, "Well, fuck, man!" Like, because I'm also in this weird boat where I'm like in the Nick Cruz police report. So I went to the same website and I read the fine print, and the fine print pretty clearly said, like, we're not really gonna look. We're not gonna spend too much time looking on this. If you actually want like a detailed investigation where we're actually looking through the files, you have to pay. You actually have to, at that point, you have to pay because you have to pay the employees to do that. They're not going to do it for free, and because it costs money
What are taxes?
for the FBI. Yeah, well, it costs money for the FBI to say, like, can you imagine how many Freedom of Information Act requests they get?
Well,
and
then
then they
don't-
have to send people like looking through computers or digging through files. They're not doing that for free. So you actually, if you want a real deep dive into it,
Got to do it yourself.
then you have to request that separately, and it costs money. And I can't imagine how much it costs. I imagine thousands of dollars. But I would guess, what my real guess would be, is that if you just request a general free request, they're going to just send you just automated bullshit. Which you got the exact same letter I did. Hey, we checked and nothing came up.
Yeah.
So I really think that, I don't think that that's a clearing statement from the FBI that you're not on a list. It's just
but
a statement that you didn't read the fine print and you got a free report that told you nothing.
what actually is, I've never read the actual Freedom of Information Act that was signed and passed as a law. Does it say that, like, everyone's allowed to request information, but we don't,
Yeah.
we're not actually going to give it to you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I got to remember they changed the website because I was looking
Yeah,
today
I'm just
because I
saying,
wanted
like,
to kind of like
it's not
bring it
really
up, but
doing anything if that's the case.
they do have fine print, and if you want to read the entire act, I'm sure you can. I need to find the same small print that I found before, but it really was making it pretty clear that, like, you're not getting an investigation into your file. You're getting nothing.
It depends on how big of a criminal you are. You know, like
Yeah, you're right. You're nobody. And they go, Simian, Monkey Jones, who? Like I'm sure we can dig you up, but like, who's gonna do that?
I doubt George Soros would get the same letter.
You're right.
Like, oh, we've got information on you. Yeah, here. Like, we don't have time to.
Well, anyways, that was the only point that I had to make about that, because like I wanted to comment that on Turkey Tom's video, but then I was kind of high. I think at the time I was like, man, I don't really want to fucking look into this and type this up because it's also a comment on a YouTube video. But it's something that a point that I feel like was kind of missing from both of those videos.
Yeah. Well, I still think my overall point of the FBI would have contacted me and interviewed me still stands very tall.
No, I don't think so. Well,
I mean, every other example they did, why am I being singled out as different?
I was thinking that, like, yeah, why would they go through all these great lengths to harass Bernie and Eggy, and
not me?
They wouldn't even bother even trying to contact you.
Yeah,
well,
and
because
another
you weren't
thing,
doing anything directly, though.
The thing is, Eggy's song that they investigated him for was never removed. It is still up to this day. So clearly, it's not the same.
But it might.
It really did seem like
pressure.
it was a person inside of YouTube that hated you, and also what you said about like the lawsuit. Maybe that was why. Who knows the actual reason? But there was definitely someone inside of YouTube who wanted your channel removed, because they followed you around until it seemed like they forgot, and they even fucked my channel, my second channel, because the second I brought up, like, hey, why did this get a strike on Mumkey's channel but not on mine? And then I got a strike instantly afterwards.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
Stupidest thing to complain about. Like, why are you killing all these people around me? What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean,
Wow,
I
you
was
shot
glad-
everyone to my left and everyone to my right.
It was nice
about
that at least
me?
one of my friends was standing up for me, Reactor.
What do you mean? I did. I mean,
He laid down and pretended to be dead.
No, I made
No,
a
he
video.
put up a video saying I was taken down.
Like, I was gonna make a different, and I didn't even want to make a video because I had like a black eye and shit. I was all beat up. That was actually right after I got whatever you want to call it, the shit kicked out of me in Atlantic City.
You were protecting a woman's honor.
It was a dude. It was an old dude getting jumped inside the casino, and I was foolish enough to believe that if I could, jump in, the security would come in time that I probably wouldn't die or anything, and they would catch these guys. But that's not how it works.
You've been watching too much What Would You Do, and it inspired you to be a good person. Never do that.
I don't. Yeah, it was a stupid.
You're hoping that a camera crew would come out, but instead you got punched in the face.
It was a valuable lesson. I don't.
Oh, there he is, the big fat Indian man. He's gonna come out and tell me about how it was all, and he just beats the shit
His
out of
name's
him.
John something, I think.
Yeah.
John Blackcrow. So, do we have any more questions for Patreon, or can we?
There was a question from Monkey from Uncultured Swine. He said, "Monkey, why don't you appear physically in your videos anymore?"
Well, I guess that was kind of old because I posted
2 weeks
one
ago.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Isn't that a dumb fucking question? Like, how many times do you appear physically in your videos? Very often, don't you?
Yeah, clearly he doesn't subscribe to my second channel where I do a face cam podcast every week.
What is your second
Even
channel?
on your
What's it
main
called?
channel, I
The
thought
Monkey and
you were
Big
like,
Show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, true.
I don't know. You have like a million channels, don't you? I have a million channels.
I just have 2 right now.
It just gets like I have so many channels because I don't know. I was making so many of them, and they're all empty for the most part. I use them as I don't know, sock puppets.
To upvote your own videos?
Yeah, we all use them. I have like 20 channels just to upvote these podcasts.
Because nobody else will.
No one will.
All
so
the views.
if you see 20 likes, that's why.
That's why we get like 5,000 views on these videos. But if you actually look, the views only last 2 minutes.
I'm paying an Indian server farm to watch this video on repeat.
So that guy wasted money to ask me a question
No, he didn't waste money.
if he paid attention, he would know the answer to.
What's his name? He had a cool name.
Uncultured Swine. I know that guy.
Uncultured
wouldn't say-
Swine. Can you ask a better question?
I think he's
Is
been
that really
following
what
me
you
for
wanted
like
to know?
4 years because I recognize that username.
It's an older question. It was from 2 weeks ago. He missed. Monkey wasn't here last week, so then it got even older. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't think he wasted his money.
Oh
No, it's never.
I'm going to spend that
mine.
money on crack cocaine, so it was not wasted.
Every new Patreon we get for $5 is another crack rock we can buy.
Fuck yeah.
Every month.
That's some cheap crack.
Is it?
I think so. $5 for a whole rock?
That's
Fucking right. That's cheap.
Isn't it the going price?
I don't
Unless
think
it's
so.
shitty crack.
The whole
Well, all right.
It's probably
Reactor,
baby powder.
skim through those questions real quick. Is there any other one? Because I feel like there was like at least one or two other ones that we said we'd set aside.
Like I don't understand what Justin Kim. He's saying we're ignoring his question, but I don't even really understand what.
Again?
Just read it.
Okay, well, does this one have? Oh, okay. Outside of from Julius J. Outside of simple laziness, Mumkey, why have you stopped recording yourself in the Mumkey mask? The bit with Alexa was the first time in months that I can recall seeing it outside of a still image.
So he's asking why I'm not doing the thing that he's referencing that I just did. Why aren't you filming yourself in the monkey mask like that video you posted last week in the monkey mask?
I don't know.
Yeah, these people, I think their questions
I guess he's
kind
asking
of dog shit.
Why did you stop being Monkey? I don't know.
I never stopped anything. I posted a video in the monkey mask fucking 2 weeks ago. And I posted a video with my face yesterday.
Yeah, it's a 2-week-old question.
Okay, so whatever, fair enough.
So these people lack patience.
Monkey
They lack
oversleeps
patience.
through the last episode. Now he's all mad that there's a bunch of old questions for him.
No, here's why I'm mad. I've made more videos in the last 2 months than my 2 co-hosts have made this entire fucking year. Stop asking me why I'm not making shit. I make more than both of these fuckers combined.
Yeah, but we do. I can't speak for Reactor here, but I make better quality. It's quality over quantity.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Quality.
No, Mumkey, I've actually liked your last videos, and I want to talk to you about a video that I want to try to make, but I feel like it's going to be a waste.
Oh, well, and this isn't a question. I don't know if I even read this already, but from 4 days ago, Justin Kim, this is like there's only 2
Can you tell him to shut the fuck up? Justin Kim is so goddamn annoying.
Is he?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, he said, okay, this is no longer funny. Reactor just deleted my question, so I guess that topic is no longer allowed. I guess I'm going to have to ask a different question. For Reactor, how's Dingo? Also, why do you keep deleting my question? Also, this is the 3rd time he's dodged my question. I don't...
What's the question that you're deleting,
be the 4th
dude?
host of this podcast. They have a lot to say. One of the executive producers, Justin Kim, donates $1 to Patreon. Hey, Justin Kim, delete your fucking patronage.
No.
Don't be an asshole.
I think Reactor's deleting his question on purpose.
No, I didn't delete anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Dingo's doing great. It's actually been a year since he got paralyzed, and now he's...
Is that what you call your dick?
Is that your dog's name?
Yeah, it's my dog, Dingo. Yeah.
Oh.
How'd he get paralyzed?
I had a dog named Dingo. Clever name for a dog.
Yeah. Well, he's Australian, so...
Right. It's an Australian dingo, so why wouldn't you name it that?
Well, he's a...
What's wrong with him, Reactor? Why is he paralyzed?
A year ago, I woke up and his back legs didn't work.
How old is this dog?
7 now. He was 6.
Oh, that's really young. So so what have you done with that? Because with an
on
old
wheels.
dog, when that happens, it's
surgery.
like you really have no choice but to kind of...
We gave him surgery, and now he walks imperfectly. He's not like perfect, like he's like wobbly in the back.
Aw, poor puppy.
But he's doing fine. He's great.
Good, man. I fucking love pet glow up stories.
That's a glow down. He got fucked up. I feel really bad.
No, went down and then came back up. That's a redemption story.
Not all the way back.
Yeah, but also I'm not deleting questions, just so everyone knows. I don't know.
Oh, and by the way, we're not deleting fucking comments either. I'm so sick of people saying, "Why are you deleting my comment on YouTube?" I don't delete fucking shit. I don't think any of us are deleting comments on the podcast. YouTube just does that.
No, I've been.
Here's the thing: if you leave a comment that says something like "Monkey's a fucking faggot," then it's not going to get posted because YouTube has an automatic filter, and none of us give a fuck to go in and change the comment settings for every video to allow.
Well, I'm saying I when people say mean stuff about me, I do delete those ones.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't.
Never mind. I take back everything.
I don't overstep my boundaries and delete the ones where they talk shit about you guys. Though. No, I'm just kidding. I don't delete anything.
So, do we have any more questions, or can I end out this
that's
episode with some stats from the last episode just to see how well this podcast is progressing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Last podcast. It's looking good. This is the one that I did just last week with a Reactor. We did together. It's got almost 6,000 views. Minus 48 subscribers.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
And it made almost $5 in ad revenue and it's still demonetized.
Oh, it's demonetized?
Hold on, let me go to overall. No, I'm sure there's got to be good news. This podcast is always on the up and up. So let me check the overall subscribers for this month. And
Also,
we're down 657 subscribers in the last 28 days.
oh, that's pretty good. We probably could have
Yeah,
got more.
it used
but we
to be
missed
in
an
the
episode.
thousands, so I guess we're doing a little bit better.
Also, I want to mention Pussy Slayer 42069 and Santa Real. I just want to publicly shame them for deleting their Patreon support. So,
Did they? How much money did they actually give the Trash Rats Patreon?
I mean, I don't want to look in total, but
Okay.
they have $5 pledges, and Omar joined us. Hello,
Oh,
Omar.
welcome,
I mean,
Omar.
we're not in the after show right now, so I mean,
Isn't that such an
whatever.
No, we're not in the
insidious
after show. We need to
feeling?
go to the after show.
It's so insidious, like getting mad that somebody would stop being a patron. Like,
right.
how dare you support me for only a limited amount of time, you
how dare you
motherfucker?
stop giving me free money? Well, not really free, but
Can we end the main show? Because I have to take a piss.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'd like to get to the thing that Reactor you were talking about, like this, because we really did carry on a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Bye,
you had-
everybody. See you next time.
Yeah,
Later.
Yeah. Thanks.